All right. Um, point of this video is going to be to demonstrate that it's possible to debug the Windows version of Mortal Kombat Trilogy using the Open Watcom debugger. It's been a few years since I've done this, and since the last time I was looking into this stuff, I had to format my laptop. So a lot of the tools and stuff that I had installed blown away, right? So I have to do this off of memory. I remember maybe the Open Watcom installation was a little tricky. I'm not sure. And there's different versions of the Watcom debugger. So I think it was the Open Watcom debugger. Um, but yeah, I have to figure it out. It's also potentially possible that certain versions of Mortal Kombat Trilogy were not debuggable. So there's a 1.0 version of Mortal Kombat Trilogy for Windows, which apparently is the combo pack with DOS. And I've heard that there's a 1.1 version, which was a standalone Windows only disk. Um, and then there's obviously the good old games version, which is the version that I'm going to try to use. And hopefully it works because it's the most easily accessible one I have. Um, and then there's also there's a community patch that can be installed on top of GOG. So if the GOG straight up GOG version doesn't work, maybe the community patch version will work. Um, Honestly, I don't remember. Like I'm gonna keep trying it until I figure it out because I had this all working. But right now, this is not a fresh install of Windows. I've been using it to do some other coding related to some of the EA NHL hacking stuff I've been doing, but I haven't really gone that deep on MK, at least on Trilogy and the Windows games. Um, the fact that I don't even have them installed right now. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do is install the game, which is potentially kind of boring. Um, let's see if I can get this GOG. It'd be better if I get it through GOG Galaxy, right? But I don't see. Did they discontinue GOG Galaxy? What happened? Let's see. Why is it like so buried? This is something I don't understand. Like, are they discontinuing support for this guy? No, they're not. It's an open beta. Interesting. It's weird, right? Like, why? You'd think it would just be straight up on GOG. So that's kind of weird. I don't know what they're doing there. Okay. Also, this wallpaper is like completely random. I think it just I don't know if it's a Windows one. I'm not sure. All right. I'm assuming the recording is all going. This first real recording I'm doing in a long time. On my YouTube channel, there's a series on hacking NHL 95 that I did. Um, yeah, but I want to do more of these. Um, I know it's you guys can probably skip ahead in the video. I'm just installing GOG Galaxy right now, but I'm also being careful to be like this is not what I want to demonstrate, right? But I am being careful about, for example, showing the installation of Open Watcom. I actually want to show that because I've talked to a couple of people in the community who are like I would say at this point like pretty well respected, at least to me, pretty well respected hackers in the community, and they're both kind of like, hey, this Open Watcom debugger or Watcom debugger does not work, right? And so like I definitely I definitely use Wacom Debugger and like did and debugged the game and saw like in the MKT executable, there's actually a lot of debug symbols that are in there. So so one of the things, not only do I want to show that Wacom Debugger, you can be used to debug Mortal Kombat Trilogy on Windows, but I want to actually show how the code seems to be written in assembly for Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and actually matches up very closely to the arcade code, which is cool for a number of reasons. Okay, so still getting into GOG Galaxy. All right. You know what? I probably should. I don't know if I've been doing a good job of hiding stuff, but let me just put it on the other screen just in case. Okay. All right. I missed. Kind of clicked through whatever that message was. So whoops. Okay. Don't know what it's importing there. Importing my library, maybe? I guess that's what it's doing. I have a lot more games on GOG than I thought I had. Oh, you know what? These are it's showing games I have on other platforms as well, which is kind of weird because like I don't care that you know that I have these games on these other platforms, right? Maybe we should filter that out. All I want to see is the GOG stuff, right? And out of this, we're here for this guy today. So let's install you. Okay, there we go. So one of the interesting things about but the other Mortal Kombat games is Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 actually are compiled with debug symbols as well. I don't recall if MK3 is. We'll might get into that a little bit later. And then I think Mortal Kombat Trilogy and DOS also might have debug symbols too. The thing that I've been, as this is setting up, and I'll test if the game launches before we go ahead and try to go down the path of installing Wacom Debugger and debugging it. But yeah, the thing I've been interested in is actually when the Mortal Kombat Trilogy source code for N64 leaked a few years back. I was interested because I've always been like, Mortal Kombat Trilogy is an imperfect game. I would love to be able to update it. The major stuff that has bothered me is the fact that um, there's just stuff that feels broken, like missing end of round music and stinger, like the stinger music at the end of rounds and the finishing music. Lack of the round announcement, no like announcement of flawless victory, like stuff like that. It's just like just feels kind of unfinished. Um, and then the other thing is that well, the graphics. Um, if you have a good, if you run Mortal Kombat Trilogy through like a good visual CRT filter, like on Mister, and I guess RetroArch you could probably set it up to. But there's a specific setup I have on Mister, which looks awesome, right? And then like the game looks fine, but otherwise the game's kind of old and blown up. It does not look great. So it would be cool to upgrade the graphics with the arcade graphics. And so I was going down that road of N64, and I got to the point where I got the C code compiling, but then excellent. Okay, it was kind I don't even know what the keys are on this. Okay, so the game works. Let me put in windowed mode if I can. Can I put this in windowed mode? They might have disabled windowed mode on this version. They probably did, right? Huh, I wonder if I'm going to be able to debug this properly if I can't run this in windowed mode, because I think that's pretty key. And that, yeah, let's see. Wait, there's got to be a way. Let's see. Did that just quit the game? Oh no, cool, awesome. Okay, so this game does run in windowed mode. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, so now I need to debug it. And I also need to make sure this recording is working. Since that was the first time I've done that, where a resolution change has happened while I was recording, I'm going to stop recording just to make sure the recording was working, and then I'm going to continue.